it's so late. It's so late. Oh my god, I'm late.
I'm late. Wait a second. I work for myself. Right now, I don't own a business. I own my job. When you first start a business or a side hustle and you go full time into that thing, it's extremely liberating. You can get your work done at any time of the day. You can sleep all day if you want to. You could go out to coffee in the afternoon. It's all up to you. But what most people don't realize is that they might have thought they were starting a business, but really they just own their job. Okay, but what do you mean? Like we discussed in our last video, there are a lot of things to do when you're going out on your own. There's bookkeeping, there's payroll, there's marketing, there's sales, there's support, there's emails and emails and emails and emails. And right now, only Austin and I do those tasks. And there's nothing wrong with that. Some of the best businesses are small, one-person businesses. They're amazing. You can make a lot of money just on your own, and you can have a lot of low-stress days. But where owning a company differs from owning your job is in the aspect of creating new jobs for other people, because you go from just doing things on your own, and I mean doing everything on your own, to having a staff, to developing people, to managing expectations, providing benefits, taking care of families. You're doing a lot. So how do you go from owning your job to building a company? I mean, that's a big leap, right? Yeah, that's the point. Okay, so in our last video, we defined all of the jobs that need to get done inside of our burgeoning little business, right? But where I intentionally cut off was how we're going to take our business from just the two of us to growing into something larger. We're going to do that by marketing. Are you kidding me? Okay, no, I know how that sounds, right? We're just gonna market our way out of this hole. Well, whatever, Jeremy, you're an idiot. I'm done watching NGMI, goodbye. Except you don't know what our definition of marketing is, and that's why I wanted to make this video. When we're talking about marketing, what do we mean? Marketing at its most basic form is just communication. What we're doing is we're communicating how we're bringing value to a group of people. Marketing looks like a lot of things. It's the network that you're building. It's the social media posts that you're putting out there. It's the emails that you're sending to your clients. It's the way that you're supporting and talking to people. And finally, it's the NGMI videos that you're creating that nobody is watching. Again, at its core, marketing is communication. Now, why is that so important? Because historically, the accounting industry has not been the greatest in terms of marketing. Now you might be thinking, Jeremy, that's ridiculous. You run an accounting company. Accountants do our taxes. Why would they need to market to anybody? Accountants do more than just taxes. So if marketing is so important to the future of Amarlo, well, what are we doing? Now, that is an excellent question, and the answer is, you're watching it, baby. You see, the point of making videos like these, of making NGMI in the first place, is number one, yes, to document what's going on inside of Amarlo as we're building it. But number two is to create a community around building a business, to give advice to people who are also building at the same time as us, to share in experiences that are happening and communicate the value that our company is bringing to the rest of small businesses everywhere. But building a community, like building a company, takes a long time, even if you're doing it right. So what else are we doing? Well, we know we need new clients now, and content marketing takes a long time, so we've identified 3 other ways that will help us get clients quicker. The number one source of new business is often referrals from previous clients, maybe from people that you know. We've discovered that a great opportunity to boost referrals is actually joining a local networking group. This allows us to interact with business owners who are in our area and allows us to refer business to one another, create strategic partners, and ultimately build our businesses together. We're building a community, creating value, and communicating that value to the people around us. Now, what we've discovered out of networking is that a lot of CPAs and tax preparers actually don't want to do the bookkeeping side of things because it's a lot less profitable for them. Instead, they can focus on other things like strategic advising and taxes and planning and helping their clients get through seasons that are really tumultuous. Now, since our company doesn't do taxes, we've started to connect with these CPAs and tax preparers so that we can give them referrals when it comes time for our businesses to do taxes. In turn, since they don't want to do bookkeeping, they give us referrals, which means that our business grows slowly and steadily. So we've joined a local networking team, and we've also started doing strategic partnerships with local tax planners as well. Now, we've also redefined the niche that we're targeting in order to grow our business. Before, we were primarily working with people in the creative industry, photographers, videographers, those types of people. But now we've started working with a new type of business, mortgage brokers and loan officers who have had an insane past few years because of low interest rates. The mortgage industry has been exploding over the past few years because of low interest rates. But as interest rates start to come back up, we're able to then guide businesses that have had crazy past few years and need help into a new season and oversee some change that's going on in their books and advise them as they make this journey into new frontiers. We've also started to do some cold outreach to these types of business owners, finding them on channels like LinkedIn, looking up their emails, and reaching out and seeing if they need any help in this crazy season. We're starting to see some traction from this as well. We've gotten referrals from our networking group, we've gotten referrals from our CPAs and tax people, and we've also started to see some traction when it comes to cold emailing and getting connected with our business owners that we're looking for. And I know I joke about it a lot, but NGMI is actually kind of working out for us as well. We're starting to see a lot more people take interest in our business. We're generating more conversation around what's going on inside of the company, and that has produced some interest and some leads in itself. But even though all of these things are happening, we're still default dead. Now, when we have a little more time in the future, what we'll end up doing is going back into digital marketing, discovering what went wrong exactly, maybe even farming social media out. We can also then start to build this community around NGMI online, where we can then monetize that community and create courses. We can create coaching. We can create more frameworks for people to use and purchase from Amarlo so that they can build their businesses themselves. But that's a conversation for later. We'll see you next week. Bye!